All right, what up, everybody? It's your boy Seven. This is week 6 of the Achilles Recovery of being in the boot. So, without further ado, let's go.
Keep it in the dark, not in my heart.
Achilles was crazy.
Crazy. What was the recovery like from that? Because that was such a serious
Nutty.
injury.
It was like 700 days until I really felt like me again.
And that's from a professional athlete. And so that's why I keep saying, like, don't expect this to be a quick turnaround. It can be a real quick turnaround, but, this is somebody that does this. And so they got all these trainers and everything behind them. They got all the protocols. They know what to do, access to the best stuff. And it still said that it takes him over 700 days to get back to the point where he feels like he's normal. So that's, over 2 years. So again, just make sure that you are not comparing your journey to anybody else's. You're not babying yourself, but that you're, taking the necessary steps, and that you're just, you're being real with yourself. You're being honest with yourself. But you're staying active and at it daily, knowing that this is a long process. Some people hit milestones faster than others, but it's still a process. And don't just give up too early. Don't say what's the point too early. Just keep going. So early on, I noticed that one side will compensate more than the other, right? The healthier side overcompensate because it's been used to that for this long time. So being aware of equaling yourself out as soon as possible, and even when you're standing, just being aware of how you're standing, and that you're not distributing the weight more so one towards the other, but just trying to keep it. A lot of us, when you're in the boot, you can do full weight bearing. So just being aware and cognizant of, all right, my foot is, I can feel that one side is feeling more pressure, feeling more weight, and then just trying to even that out, being aware of how you're standing and things like that. And so this is going to help you get back to feeling normal quicker. So that's just something that I'm taking into consideration all the time. And I'll do different things that'll help me get to the point where I feel like I can do it faster. I can do it better, right? I can do things better. One thing is that the boot, it forces you to be heel first. When you step down, it forces you heel first, and so which is supposed to do, because it's got that rocker bottom on it, that curved bottom on it. So it's designed to do that. And so what that does though is, when I'm at the stage now, since I'm in week 6, I'm at the stage where I can be weaning myself out the boot. So I noticed that when I'm trying to step over things or whatever the case may be, that I'm stepping heel first, I'm striking heel first. And I've never done that. Most people don't do that. Most people is toes down first when they're stepping over something. So that's just something that I had to be aware of. And I'm like, all right, okay. So I'm doing that. So there's different things that I'm doing within my exercises to be able to help me get that, because it shows me two things. If I'm not stepping down first, toe down first, then that means, okay, well, I'm out of practice of doing it. But it also shows me that, my ankle strength isn't where it should be. If it was, then I would have no problem doing that. It would just be, toes down first without even thinking about it. But my body is subconsciously telling me, because it's so long that it was in the boot and, striking heel first, that, my ankle strength wasn't all the way where it needed to be. So it's like, okay, well, I got to now force myself to do those things. So there's some little exercises and things that I do to help get myself back to the point where I feel like I need to be. So one of the things that I do is, when I'm stepping, like I said, when I'm stepping over something, so I have this, this lift box, whatever that is called, and I'll step over that, and I'll make sure that my feet are pointed down, then my feet are, my toes are pointed down, and my foot is, angled that way. And I'll just keep repeating that process. I'll do like 10 of those, just to make sure that I'm cognizant of what it is that I'm doing, that I'm aware, and that it'll become like second nature at a certain point. I won't even be thinking about it. It'll just be like, toes down or whatever, just how normally it would be. But I do that, and then of course whatever I'm doing with one foot, then I do with the other. So I'll switch that back, and it's just helping with the mobility of my ankle even more. So that's a good thing. What else? I'll do things like the step down. So I'll stand on the box, and then I'll step down, which is and I'll force my toes down first, and again that helps with the ankle strength and all of that. But it's forcing me again to get back to that second nature where my foot is just automatically pointed down when I step over something, and then of course I'll switch it over and do the other side, so that my right foot is the one that's going down, and it's a lot more normal with that one, a lot more commonplace, a lot easier, natural to do with that one. And what it's forcing my other foot to do, my left foot to do, is because there is still a little bit of swelling in there, so it's getting rid of that, but it's also giving my ankle that stiffness back that it needs, that's going to help me when I get back into playing basketball, hooping, and stuff like that. So it helps with that aspect, running, jumping. It's helping to get some of that swelling out of that too. So those are just things that I do just to help out. To add to that, I'll move weights with my foot. These are just 15 pounds, so it's not anything that's like too much. You know what I'm saying? But again, for that foot and ankle strength, these are good to do. And just moving it back and forth, making sure that my ankle is getting that range of motion that it once had, just regaining that. And again, all this stuff is, of course, along with the band work and the cow phrases, just keeping up the work, forcing myself to do it, even if I don't want to, because there's definitely times where I don't want to. But I know that it's a marathon, so I got to keep doing it. So that's just one of the things, or a few of the things that I do, and it's just helping to break up the monotony of everything and making it easier to do. I don't know if it ever really gets like easier to do as far as like a mindset of, okay, this is maybe when I am hitting like huge milestones and things like that, then I'll get to the point where I'm like, okay, it's not so tedious, it's not routine, it's not things like that. But for right now, it's a lot of the same stuff. The towel grabs with the toes, the band work, the heel raises and things like that, as far as like when my heel is on the ground. So a lot of that stuff is the same things, and it can be like, okay, I'm doing this again for the 30th day, I'm doing this again, you know what I'm saying? But it's something that I gotta do, otherwise I'm not gonna see any progress. And I've watched enough people's videos to see, the people that have taken the right steps and the people that have taken the wrong steps. And I definitely don't want to be one of those people that is still in this exact same spot when it's like however many months from now, or whatever the case may be. I want to be taking leaps and bounds in the right way. But so those are just some of the things that I'm doing, and some things that I'm thinking. So I got to push past it just like everybody else. With that being said, this is week 6, like I said earlier. So I'm at the point where I'm able to be weeding myself out the boot. And so when I'm at home, I'm not in the boot as much. When I'm out, I'm definitely in the boot for the most part. It's just as I'm out the boot, I'm able to find out that I'm able to do more with my exercises and things like that. So one of the things that I did find out last week is that I am able to do a heel raise. So it's not anything much, as you guys can see. Like, it's not like just like super like how my right foot is, but it is something. I am getting some elevation. I am able to do it without using bracing myself on the wall or anything like that. So it is cool to see what I'm able to do, and I do, have a comparison with my right that I'm able to gauge and see where it is and I'm at. But it is cool to be able to see that. So that was last week, and then this one is this week, just today, what I'm able to do with that one. So again, I'm able to keep it up for a little bit and then slowly bring it down, so I'm able to control that movement, and just working on getting that range of motion back, getting the strength in my foot, strength in my calf. You can see my calf is working. You can see everything is as it should be, but again, just getting that range of motion, everything back to where it should be. And I know it's going to take time, but I'm just one day at a time. That's literally all I can do. Another milestone. So since this is week 6, this is my boot. So since it is week 6, I can officially take the last insert out of my boot. So done with that. No longer have to wear the last insert. So I still do need to be wearing the boot when I'm out, which I will. And it's not completely zeroed out, because you can see it has the the rocker bottom, still the curved bottom on it. So, but we are one step closer to being able to be zeroed out completely. So I have 2 more weeks, and then after those 2 weeks, I go back to the doctor, and I'm pretty sure I'll be out the boot. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure I'll be out the boot. So that's another milestone. So 2 milestones, 1 week after the other. So again, that does keep me encouraged and being like, all right, I can do this, I can keep going. So those are just things that I'm just excited about and happy to share with y'all about. And hopefully y'all are seeing progress too. I'm not saying like a heel raise or nothing like that, but hopefully you guys are seeing progress that you guys can be excited about and keep you motivated. And then you cut it back on. So now it's on video. So now you're on one of my videos. Okay. What do you want to tell people? Hi.
Bye.
See ya. Now back to regularly scheduled programming. I don't know where a lot of you guys are at in your journey. Like some of you guys might be, earlier on. Some of you guys might be exactly where it is that I am. Some of you guys might be further along, and then there might be some people that's just interested in seeing the progress and seeing people's recovery journey, and things like that. So wherever you are along in your journey, just each new milestone that you reach and things like that, hopefully it gives you that resurgence of hope, where you're able to have something to hold on to. Watch other people's videos, watch mine. One of my favorite people that I watch, his name is Newbie, and he keeps it real and things like that. And so he's very real about his journey and the progress, and he's had to go through a couple of these surgeries because his Achilles grew long. So he's now on that point where he's again, the second journey is even further than mine is, but he's still going strong. So there's an ebbs and flows of a lot of people that are going through this. And remember, you are not the first person that's going through this. You will not be the last person to go through this, and that should be super encouraging, because it's like, all right, there's a community of people that have gone through things exactly like what it is I'm going through, whether it's a non-surgical route, whether it's with surgery. So there's people that are going through this, and that can tell you what to do, what not to do, that can show you what to do, what not to do. And we are all just here just hoping that everybody gets better. And that's why I say take your time with this. Don't be trying to do too much. I'm at the point now where because I can do heel raises and things like that I have to remind myself not to do too much, to stay on my square, to just do what it is that I know that I'm supposed to do, follow the doctor's orders, not baby myself. There's that fine line of where is it that I fit in, what do I do, but I just want to make sure that I am progressing each week, each day, And again, these people's videos help to motivate me, and hopefully these videos help to motivate you. You know, some people are motivated by them own selves. I am, but I also like seeing other people doing good because it encourages me as well. So that's good. So I guess you know, I'll be doing another one of these videos hopefully next week, and I'll leave you guys with a message from somebody else that I watch. His name is SJ. He went the non-surgical route like me, and so he's just giving you this one piece of advice that is super important that everybody follows. But as for me, it's your boy Seven, and I'll see you on the next one.
Centimeters, so about 3 centimeters short. So it would have been good to get to parity, but one of the mistakes I made was that after the 12-month mark, I kind of stopped stretching. I stopped doing a lot of these ballistic movements and rehab. And my advice to all of you is don't stop. After 12 months, keep working on it. Keep working on it. It's not just the end after 12 months.